this is the first time, and I always say the first one is always the hardest, but it's the time when you learn fast. And it's been a real pleasure working with the government and working with Stephen Linares, the Minister of Culture. We've had really 100% backing from them. And as you say, today's Friday, tomorrow's the first day, and we're ready to go.
And what's it been like hosting an event here in Gibraltar? What challenges have you come across, for example?
Challenges? I don't think we've had any real challenges, to be very honest with you. It's all been very straightforward. Sometimes there's challenges getting our outside broadcast vehicles, to wherever we are. But we drove down through France, through Spain and into Gibraltar, and that all went very, very smoothly. All the hotels here in Gibraltar have been sold out weeks ago. And therefore, the challenge is, especially when we announce Ricky Martin, who has obviously a very large fan base across the border, the challenge was people wanting to come, but nowhere for them to stay. And so that has probably been one of the biggest challenges, with people wanting to come, see the show, but then can't go home afterwards and no place to stay for the night and leave early morning or whatever. So that has been a bit of a challenge. So the challenge sometimes is getting the talent and getting the content of your festival, getting good talent that's available on the date to play. So we've really got a family day, and I think first and foremost this is a family festival. I'm sure it's always going to remain that. And we've tried to have something for the whole family.
So we've also had, I believe, a last-minute cancellation. Has that thrown up any problems last minute?
No, that's CNC Music Factory. Freedom Williams, his wife is just giving birth to a baby, and there was complications with the pregnancy. So not normally would that be a problem, but they've, I think, just had the baby, and that's the reason why he can't travel. And he's given a statement to that effect, and he's sorry about it, but he'll be here next year.
New producers this year from what we've seen in other years. Looking around here, there are not many changes from previous years, but aesthetically some different ones. What are you bringing different this year?
Well, we've just redesigned the sort of VIP experience, and we've redesigned the VVIP experience, and that seems to have gone down well because both those areas are sold out. I think the addition of the water park will be a lot of fun, especially for teenagers with the jets sort of guns that we have on there. And there's one or two other things that we are doing over the weekend, but we'll leave those as surprises for now.
Now, in terms of when things get underway here, in the past the show's gotten underway just after 2. It's a later start this year, so how did that decision come about?
We decided to start later and go more into the night when it's cooler. Otherwise it can be a long hot day for a lot of people, and we also wanted to spend more time in the mornings for the sound and technical rehearsals to make sure we get that all right. You've got to remember this is being filmed, and therefore all the acts are amping up their shows rather than amping them down and doing what they call flyaways, where they come and just use local equipment. They're all bringing in the world touring productions, and you can see on the stage now the complex production being loaded in for Ricky Martin, because obviously they want the shows to look good on TV. And so I think it's going to be a very high level of performance, and we just hope that the crowd enjoys what they're coming to see.
Security, obviously a very prime concern. We heard earlier this week that security is being amped up here. Is that vital?
I think it is, given the world climate as it is at the moment and some incidences that have happened. And we have a working committee here which has the head of the police, the head of fire brigade, the head of civil defence, all on that working committee, and they've been meeting with our production teams on a monthly basis for the last 3 months. And we also have, closed circuit television in operation, uniformed and plainclothes security. So yeah, we've got it well covered. I don't want to get into specifics for obvious reasons, but yes. And we just ask people when they come not to bring big, large bags full of stuff, because that will certainly slow their entry into the festival, because everything will be searched. So if you come with a small bag, that would be the best thing to get in fast.